Hello everyone, this is Ninja Girl, Sakura when you're back with another Kingdom Hearts 3 Limit Cut All Pro Codes guide for you all. Last time, we went over the fight with Data Syax with 11 out of 13 Pro Codes on, and as promised, we're now going to go over one of the other fights that I was unable to do with all Pro Codes, Data Master Xehanort. I don't know why, but this fight is my Achilles heel. I did try with all Pro Codes, I wasn't able to do it. I'm not skilled enough yet. I wish I was, but I'm not. Maybe someday, but today is not that day. So unfortunately, I was only able to beat him with 10 out of 13 Pro Codes on. I commend the people who have beat him with all of them. I'm just not skilled enough to do that yet. So yeah, as far as the codes, I decided to leave off. I left default status off so I could still do normal damage and end the fight as quickly as possible because, personally, I don't enjoy this fight. Not because the fight's bad, it's because I'm flat out not good at it. So yeah, I decided to just leave default status off. I had the no items pro code off so I could heal myself with elixirs. Because, oh boy, I needed them in this fight. And I left the no links pro code off so I could still use links during the fight, mainly for his DM, because I cannot get through that for the life of me without links. Same thing with Yuzora's DM. I can't do it. I've tried, I just can't get the hang of it yet. Although admittedly, I think there's some things that I could have blocked during the DM that I didn't know that you could. So yeah, I haven't gone back and tried yet, and I don't think I want to, just because I'm so bad at this fight. So yeah, those are the codes I had off. As for Keyblades, Ultimate Weapon, it's a godsend. You want it. Grand Chef, even if you are using items, there's no shame in that, by the way. If you have items, not a big deal. But you never know. Wizard's Roots could still come in handy for you, so may as well. Third Keyblade can be whatever you would like. That's up to you. Accessories, I do actually recommend having the Snowman Rosette accessory for the freeze protection, because there is a move he uses where he can freeze you. You'll see it right at the start. It's pretty easy to handle and block and all that, but you never know, so just have it just in case. So yeah. And you also want to have the Wisdom Ring in case you want to use Wizard's Ruse. It ups your chances. So, yeah. Abilities, any 30 you want. I still recommend with Triple Rush and Falling Slash, don't have them on at all or only have one of the two. Just to make sure you don't get stuck in a combo animation that you can't get out of. You can actually animation cancel fairly well in this game. Like, if I'm in the middle of a counter kick, for example, I can press square and air slide away and block again if I see an attack coming at me. So things like that you can do, but if you're in a finisher animation, it's a little bit harder. So yeah, better safe than sorry. So yeah, be cautious in which finisher you have on, or don't have either of those on. But yeah, other than maybe giving Sora a hearty meal to boost his stats a little bit, I think you're good to go. So without further ado, let's get into the fight. Alright, so he's gonna start out the same every time. So you're gonna block 1, 2, dodge roll to the right. You can just dodge roll forward, but I found dodge rolling to the right to be a little bit safer, so that's what I chose to do. Block again, I think 3 times or 4 times. And then dodge roll again.
Keyblade!
And this is the attack that if you mess up, it will freeze you. But it's pretty easy to handle. You just find him as quick as you can, get to him, and block. There you go. And that's your first chance to get some hits in. Take it. 2 finishers is still the limit, but if you really want to, you can go a little bit more. It's pushing it though. And always after he does that first round of attacks, he's gonna go to this. Enlighten me. I don't like this phase, but it's okay. It's not as bad as I first thought. I've kind of got the hang of it. Okay, so what you're gonna do here to handle this properly is you're gonna wait for the ray of light to come at you. Right here. Dodge roll to avoid it because iframes. You're gonna block. Block. But on the second block, you're gonna counter kick. See? And then you're gonna air step to him. You can just block both, but I found that I got hit more when I didn't counter kick on the second one. I found it I got hit more, and I didn't air step to him in time, and he got away from me. So I decided to do this. I find it safer. It might not be a problem if you use counter slash instead, but I still prefer the iframes you get with counter kick. It's just, I find it more handy. But anyway, yeah, you're gonna air step at him. Now here's something important. When you do get to him, don't combo him more than once, because these rays that are around the arena here, as you can see, they can get you from behind if you're not careful. So just do that. Yeah. Alright, and usually after he does enlighten me, laser cage is gonna come out. That's why I'm at the edge of the arena. If you time your dodge roll right, you can get away from me. Okay, here, you're gonna dodge roll twice. Twice. He's gonna stop for a second, right there. That's your chance. Combo him and get him. There you go. And now, with the mines here, don't pay attention to them. Pay attention to the amount of keyholes that he is teleported through. He's open on the 5th. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I missed it. But yeah, 5. It's 5. I know for a fact it's 5. There you go. Just Bruce help me there. I should have done what I did before. Ah, it's okay. Yeah, because I didn't do that though. He did that. And now he's gonna... Yeah. See? He kind of pulls this out randomly in the middle of the fight if you're not careful. So try to keep an eye out for him. And we're almost at the M territory for him. Go. DM time. I swear I can't get through it without pulling. Now what I did there, so I didn't waste an elixir, since I have MP replenisher, or block replenisher, excuse me, which is where you get 3 MP back for each time you block. So what I did there is I did that and went straight to area. It worked. It worked. It's not what you're supposed to do. There's a better way to handle it. I'm not good enough in this fight to do it. So I chose not to. So there you go. There we go. Alright. Now, usually after DM, he will do these 3 laser cannons. He's open on the 3rd one. See right there? Although, I have had the cannon hit me from behind and I missed my chance. See? That's sometimes hit me before. I don't know why, but it has. Yeah, but anyway, if you do it right, that's an opening as well. Yeah. There's some attacks there that I think are blockable, and I didn't do it. Okay, he's doing the mines again, so once again. 2, 3, hit me, 4, 5. Air step. See? Don't pay attention to the amount of mines. Look at the keyhole. This is Drew, save my ass. I gotta say, Christopher Lloyd is such a good. Okay, laser cage again. Laser cage. Okay, now, this is probably what I should have done during the DM, and I was too scared when I practiced it before. There are certain moves where he uses this transformation that you can block. So you can block the whip, you can block the shield. That you can't block. That, if it hits you, it's gonna take your HP down to 1. And if it hits you again, or he in general hits you again, you will die. That's happened to me. Yeah, not fun. Yeah. And then, I guess it always has the amount of health. He's gonna do the same amount of moves, the same thing he did at the very beginning. So, be ready for that. Handle it. He's gonna teleport away. Find him. Get close, block, counter kick. There you go. He will freeze you. Keep a low bar. There we go. Okay, and I remember, I shouldn't have done this, admittedly, but I thought I could finish him with a link. I was so scared of losing at this point. Because again, I suck at this fight, I wanted to get the points I needed. So, yeah. I was so desperate, so I tried Ariel's link. It wasn't a good idea. As you can see, look at my health. He got me pretty good. So yeah, and I'm so lucky that my link lasted long enough here. That should have hit me. Yeah. I got so lucky. Mines again, they always hit me. I am bad at dodging mines. I don't know why. Ah, that one got me from behind. That's so mean. I guess I didn't get far enough away from it. Ah! And he took out the laser. Thank God I did what I did there. I would have got it. Oh yeah. I guess if you counter kick the area at the right time there. But there you go. That is Data Master Xehanort with 10 out of 13 pro codes. It's a hard fight, so there's no shame in not having all the codes on. I, again, applaud those who have been able to do it with all of them, but there's no shame, if you're not that good at a certain fight, of taking certain things off. There's no shame. And I was still able to reach A rank, even with not doing every single data fight with all pro codes. You don't have to. I did 11 out of the 13 with all pro codes. What I still had to do to reach A rank, though, is I still had to take on Dark Inferno with all pro codes. And I took on the final fights of base Kingdom Hearts 3 with 12 out of 13. I left default status off, so I was doing hella good damage, and the fights ended pretty quickly, so yeah. Was there anything else specific I had to do for it? No, that was it. I was still able to reach A rank, so yeah. You don't have to take on all the fights with all pro codes. You don't have to face all the Data 13 or even Yuzora. That's the one I forgot. Yuzora, I forget how many codes I had on, but I took him on with some, not all. But yeah, my point is, it can still be done. You don't have to do every fight with all the codes. There. So yeah, I wish you all luck, and I think that will do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, share it around if you want. If you want to follow me on Twitter, where I talk about Kingdom Hearts all the time because I absolutely adore this series so much. It's my favorite thing in the world. One of my favorite things in the world. I can't help but love it. Yeah. Link to my Twitter will be in the description below. If you want to support the channel on Patreon, that link will also be in the video description below. And yeah, as for what fight I'm going to cover next, I guess we're almost done here, so I gotta think. You know what? I guess I will cover the fight with Dark Inferno with all pro codes next. His fight's not too bad anyway, but yeah, I may as well. So yeah, I guess you guys can look forward to that next time. But, till then, see you later.